Hello families! Welcome to the Wilmot Family Resource Centre Family Day Challenge. Today we're challenging your family to a game of bingo. Make sure you grab your Boredom Busters bingo card. If you don't already have one, you can use the link on the screen. Here's what the bingo card looks like. There are lots of activities that you can do today. The yellow ones are activities that we're going to show you how to do right now. So get ready, here we go. Now we're going to make a fireworks painting. So you need to start with a piece of black construction paper. If you don't have one, I've used a cereal box. So I just cut out the one side and I laid it on my table on top of some newspaper or something so that you can paint it. You're going to need black paint to paint your paper, your cardboard black. Unless you have black paper, you can use black paper too. And then you're going to need some red paint, some white paint, and either yellow paint or gold paint or silver paint. Silver and gold are fun for making fireworks because they're a little bit sparkly, so if you've got anything like that, that's great. You can really use whatever colors you want. But I am doing red, gold, and white today. And you're going to need 3 pipe cleaners, long ones. I'm using sparkly ones because I think sparkly ones look like fireworks, but you can use whatever color you want, and they don't have to be the same color. You're going to need a scissors, and if you would like, you can use some glitter too. You'll need a paintbrush to paint your cardboard if you use cardboard. If you're using Bristol board or construction paper, then you don't need to paint it. And you will probably need a paper towel. Okay, so to get started, if you're not using black paper, you'll have to paint your cardboard black. So you just want to put a black layer on like I've done here. I've done this already before. And yours will be wet, so you probably just want to dab it with your paper towel. You might even want to rub it back and forth to kind of smooth out some of the lines. We want to make it look like the night sky. Okay, so that, you could just set that aside for a minute to dry a bit. And in the meantime, we're going to make a fireworks ring. So to do that, you need your 3 pieces of pipe cleaner. And we're just going to cut them in half. So this is a little bit tricky. If you need an adult to help you with that, you can. It can be a little hard to cut. So we'll cut them all in half. I'm just folding them in half and then cutting them like that. Now I have 6 shorter pieces of pipe cleaner, and I'm going to make a ring with them. So to make a ring, you just put it around your finger, and then you take the top, put them together, and twist it. Okay, so now it's a ring. You can take it off your finger if you want to. And to make the fireworks now, you just bend the pieces down to make them look like fireworks. This is kind of a craft in itself, so if you ever want to do a fireworks rings when you're watching fireworks on Canada Day or other days, you can just make the rings too and wear them. And they're lots of fun. But we're going to use them today to paint. So you want to put your paints, the colors that you've chosen, into your dishes. And then we're going to start with the lightest color first. So we'll start with the white. You're going to dip your ring into it and move it around, roll it around so it gets paint on every little piece. And then you're going to use that to stamp. And when you stamp it, you can rock it back and forth a little bit too. So that makes a fireworks shape on your painting. And you can put a few of these on your painting wherever you want them. I'm going to do 4 of the white. Now I'm going to go to the next color, which is going to be gold. So I'm going to do the same in the gold. Make sure I get it on all of the sides. And then I'm gonna put a few gold fireworks on here. Just like that. All right, and my last color is red. So I'm gonna dip it in the red, and I'm gonna put a few red fireworks. Again, we'll roll it back and forth a little bit so we get all the side pieces like that. You can overlap them a little bit if you like, because when you see fireworks, they can be overlapped too. And then the last step, if you want to, you can get some glitter. If you want to add a little bit extra sparkle, and sprinkle some glitter over the top. And then you can just shake that off.
And there you have. Now I'm going to do another one. I'm going to set this over here. I'm going to you could draw whatever shape. You can get as fancy as you like. You can keep them simple. This I drew a flower, so this one's going to be tricky. I'm going to try and match the different colors with the petals so you can see The stem is green. Let's see how close I can get. Filling it in. You can experiment with whatever colors you like. I'm going to make yellow in the middle for the center of the flower. And then I think I'm going to make a purple. Purple's
You're sitting in your chair at school or you're in your car and you can't move around a whole lot. But now I'm going to show you a bigger butterfly. So in this one, we're going to do butterfly breathing with your arms, and your arms are like the wings. Just like your hands were like the wings before, now your arms are going to be the wings. I'll do that for a little bit. in.
Favorite things is bubble wrap. I like squishing the bubbles, but today we're going to take the bubble wrap and we're going to put it over the jar with an elastic. And this one is big bubbles, and I have some small too. So we'll see what happens when we use bubble wrap with different size bubbles. And so now I'm going to use my yellow paint for this, and I'm going to stick this in. And I'm going to just put it on my paper. And you get the different circles, bubbles. Because I have a lot of different items, I'm only going to do a few of them at a time so we can show different things. Make sure the bubbles are out. This one is the small bubbles. This one I think I'm going to do purple. And I'm going to stick it on here. See, I'll wipe some of the excess paint off, and here we go. Look at. And first it was really solid, but now the more I'm not dipping it back in the paint, and now you really get to see the bubbles. It almost looks like flowers. So I think I'll stop there so I leave room to do some more things. So I want to try this brush. I thought this was pretty fascinating. This brush has different designs on it, and I'm going to put it in an orange paint. I have several paint on the same to make sure I can get it all covered in orange. And let's see, what designs do we have? Let's put some more paint on here. And you get different shapes and different design and different textures. Now let's go for some circles. I have two different sizes. I'm going to do one in green. And when you're doing this, it's like an abstract art, and you can keep it as one big piece, or you could cut it down into smaller pieces and frame it as pictured. You could cut it into smaller pieces and make cards out of it. You can be very, very creative. And again, it's your own imagination. You can do whatever you like. Set these down. And I also really enjoy painting with Q-tips. And you can just do little dots, and you could fill things in the circles. You can put dots all over your painting to fill in. The same as, I'm going to do some more green with a paintbrush. I'll move this brush over here. And you can do different swipes with a paintbrush, long marks, short marks, whatever you like. It's just another form of a brush. So if you don't have a paintbrush at home, you could use an old toothbrush. Cookie cutters are another thing that are handy if you have Play-Doh cutters or cookie cutters. I have a heart here. I'm going to pull out my red paint. And we're going to add some hearts. And again, you can do as much or as little as you like. And all you need is items from your household and a little bit of paint. Be creative and have lots of fun.
Okay, now I'm going to show you how to make a fun snack. So these are a few things you'll need from home. You probably want your parents to help you so they can get these first two items. We're going to need a cutting board and a knife that's sharp enough to cut some fruit. So your parents can maybe help you with that part. And then you can get a table knife and a plate. We're going to need some ingredients. So if you have some rice cakes, if you don't have the big rice cakes, you can use a piece of bread and cut a circle in it. You can use a cracker, whatever you have that you can use to make a round circle. And you're going to need a piece of banana, a carrot, and some apple, some Cheerios, some peanut butter, and the original recipe called for blueberries, but I don't have any, so I'm going to use some chocolate chips. So now I'm going to show you how to make this snack, and while I'm making it, I want you to see if you can guess what it is that we're making. So we're going to start with some peanut butter, and I'm going to spread that peanut butter all over the top of the rice cake. If you're allergic to peanut butter, you could use chickpea butter, you could use cream cheese, anything that's kind of sticky, because this is what's going to hold our toppings on top. Okay, now you can set that piece to the side. And now we're going to get your parents to help with this next part. You're going to need two thin, not too thin because you want to get a good chunk of apple, but 2 slices of apple, and then we're going to put them onto the Now can you see what it is? If you guessed an owl, you are right.
So now we're going to do one of my favorite. It's a magic experiment, and all you need again are some simple items from your home. You need some food coloring. I have yellow, red, blue, and green, the 4 primary colors. You need some dish soap. I'll put some in a little bowl, and some Q-tips, some milk, and I'm using a pie plate, so you can use any kind of plate. It needs to have a little bit of a lip on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour the milk into our plate, and it needs to be about a 1/4 inch thick. So it needs to cover the bottom of the plate, be about 1/4 inch thick. And then we're going to take our food coloring and put just a little drop in the middle. And then that was blue. Now I'm going to put the green. And then I'm going to put yellow. And then I'm going to put red. And so it moves a little bit, but let's see what happens here. Now, I'm going to take the Q-tip. I have nothing on the end of the Q-tip, and I'm going to put it in the middle. Nothing happens. So, take the other end of the Q-tip. You dip it into the dish detergent. And, are you ready? Let's put it in the middle. Whoa! Look what happened. The colors burst. It's like another fireworks. And now I'm going to do it on the side, and look. It keeps going. And we put red and blue. When we put red and blue together, what do we get? If you guessed purple, you are right. Now I'm going to touch the green, and I'm going to take another Q-tip with some more fresh detergent. See if we keep going. Look at the colors. The detergent and the milk react, and you get all kinds of different designs. A very simple experiment, but one that adults and children alike can enjoy. Thank you for joining us for an afternoon of fun.
Now it's your turn. You can go get your bingo card and start playing bingo.